Hold on tight, because nobody does crossovers like...
Watch and learn.
Next Thursday, worlds collide in the 2-hour crossover event you've been waiting for.
I was wondering if you would like to get dinner with me.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my God, you have a date.
Station 19.
Captain!
It is so on.
Here's to the good guys.
Grey's Anatomy Station 19 crossover next Thursday on ABC.
I really like crossovers. I really like the DC crossovers that the CW does. I even liked the Shondaland crossover last year with How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal. That made sense. And to be fair, Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy makes total sense because Station 19 started through Grey's Anatomy. But I have yet to watch Station 19, so I'm not like uber excited for the Station 19 hour of the crossover. So I don't know how much of Station 19 do I need to know in order to fully enjoy the crossover itself. And I remember the backdoor pilot of Grey's Anatomy for Station 19. But at the same time, like the character Ben Warren, who initiated Station 19, you know, I just don't really care for the character because I hated the fact that he went from being an anesthesiologist to a surgical resident to being a firefighter. Like I understood like why they were writing it that way, but I was like, as a person, like that lack of stability for myself is just horrifying. So, you know, with the crossover coming up, I really like that we saw like, you know, Meg getting asked out on a date because she's dealing with the Jackson crisis. Like that's fun. But then, like, the plot line of the entire Grey's Anatomy seems to be really based on a fire, which is annoying because I want to know about this love triangle. Like, they didn't even put Chris Carmack, they didn't put Nico Kim in this trailer, which, again, is completely acceptable because it's hyping up the crossover. But at the same time, for me, as a fan of pure Greys at the moment, the trailer didn't do too much to excite me. But I really did like the shots that we saw of all the characters. Like the shot of Bailey was great to look at because like I'm curious what's going to be going on there. Again, Maggie being asked on a date because it's going to interfere with her Jackson thing, but Kim Raver wasn't in the trailer either. And now again, I understand they don't need to put all the Grey's Anatomy characters in this, but this is the promo for the Greys part of the crossover and not the Station 19 part of the hour. And I'll watch the Station 19 part because I like seeing where these characters are going nonetheless. But the trailer didn't do enough to entice me to say, okay, I need to watch Station 19 from the start, which is really interesting because when I had finished Grey's Anatomy for my first run through, I instantly needed to watch Private Practice because I felt the absence of Addison Montgomery quite a bit, but I never felt the absence of Ben Warren, and I really think it's because Kate Walsh is such a strong actress, and you know she's just as good as Alma Peo, if not better. And the same thing applies to Kate Walsh with Patrick Dempsey. And then she ran Private Practice, and I thought Private Practice was a fantastically written show. And again, I haven't seen Station 19 to compare it to, but when Kate Walsh's Addison left, you really did feel the absence. And granted, they essentially replaced her with Arizona, but you liked Kate Walsh, you like Addison, you like Ben. But, you know, you have Bailey. So, like, you don't need both. I mean, it made sense to have Addison and Derek, because they also did two different professions. I can't believe I just blanked on Derek's name for a second. But poor Ben, he's just hopping around, and Bailey's already an attending and whatnot. So it's like, you really don't need Ben 100%. And that's why I really didn't think then Ben needed a show. But I'm still curious, you know, like what's going to happen nonetheless. Like I want to know like who Meredith is going on a date with. Like that's fun. Again, it's a season of love. We'll see CB in this episode, but it's also the season of love, and we don't have the love triangle, which is like the big thing for this episode. So it's a little frustrating to get super invested. So if you've seen Station 19, are you a fan of the show? Do you like it? Do you advise me to check it out? I've liked every Shondaland show that I've watched so far. I'm really curious if I should check out Station 19. And honestly, I'm excited for the episode nonetheless. I like the title. Like, it's Momma Knows Best. It reminds me very, very much of the song Mother Knows Best from Tangled. And I had said last week that, or my review of last week's episode, that, or technically it'd be this week, but you know what I mean. It depends when you watch this. But in my review of Gut Feeling, I had said that Meredith didn't get to do too much. And it looks like she's going to be front and center of this crossover along with Bailey. And I really hope that that is the case. So anyway, what did you guys think of the trailer? Are you excited for the crossover? Do you watch Station 19? Lots of questions to discuss. And I will watch both just so that way I have the whole story to discuss in my review of next week's episode. So anyway, share your comments in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching. All right, guys. Bye.